Something terrible is about to happen. Right now. In a few minutes, the most powerful non-nuclear explosion in American history will happen here. Firefighters are already on scene. Workers are standing on the docks. Photographers are taking pictures. Some people have even brought their children to watch. Nobody is running. Nobody is panicking. Because nobody understands what they're looking at. A cargo ship is on fire. But this isn't an oil tanker, it isn't carrying ammunition, and it isn't transporting explosives. Its cargo is fertilizer. When the explosion comes, it will destroy ships, level entire city blocks, and kill hundreds of people in seconds. A second explosion will follow, then another. Fires will burn for days, and the disaster will leave a scar that remains visible nearly 80 years later. This is the story of the Texas City disaster. April 16th, 1947, just after 8 in the morning. Texas City is beginning another ordinary day. Located along the Gulf Coast, the city has become one of America's most important industrial ports. Oil refineries line the waterfront, freight trains move through the harbor, and cargo ships arrive almost daily. Among them is a French vessel called the SS Grand Camp. Originally built during World War II, the ship is now being used to transport supplies overseas. Loaded inside its cargo holds are more than 2,000 tons of ammonium nitrate. Today, ammonium nitrate is infamous. It has been linked to some of the largest industrial explosions in history. But in 1947, most people know it for something far less dramatic, helping crops grow. To the workers loading the ship, it's fertilizer, nothing more. Sometime after 8 o'clock, smoke begins rising from one of the ship's cargo holds. Crew members quickly investigate a fire. It has started somewhere deep inside the cargo. Nobody knows exactly how, but they know they need to act fast. Immediately, firefighters are called. Dock workers stop what they're doing, and soon, a crowd begins gathering along the waterfront. Some people climb onto nearby buildings for a better view. Others simply watch from the docks. At first, the situation doesn't seem especially dangerous, because shipboard fires happen all the time, and crews are trained for them. But then, a critical decision is made. The captain doesn't want thousands of tons of cargo ruined by water. Instead, he orders the cargo hold sealed, then filled with steam. The goal is simple: remove the oxygen and suffocate the fire. It seems reasonable, but every minute the fire continues burning. Temperatures inside the sealed compartment keep rising, and pressure begins building inside the ship. As the fire grows, more people arrive. Thick smoke pours from the vessel, attracting attention across the harbor. Some spectators believe firefighters have everything under control. Others are simply curious. Newspaper photographers begin taking pictures, unaware that they're documenting the final moments before one of the deadliest industrial disasters in American history. Among the crowd are firefighters, standing only meters from the ship. They have no reason to leave. Nobody does, because almost nobody understands the danger. And even those who do have no idea how little time remains. Without warning, the SS Grand Camp detonates. The explosion is so powerful that witnesses more than 10 miles away believe an earthquake has struck. Windows shatter across entire towns. People are knocked off their feet, and a massive shockwave races across the harbor. The ship itself virtually disappears. Pieces of steel weighing several tons are launched into the sky. One anchor weighing roughly 2 tons is thrown nearly 2 miles before crashing back to Earth. Nearby warehouses collapse, railroad tracks twist, oil storage tanks erupt into flames, and hundreds of people are killed instantly. Many of the firefighters battling the blaze never had a chance. Across Texas City, chaos unfolds. Homes are destroyed, businesses collapse, and shattered glass covers the streets. The survivors stumble through clouds of smoke and dust, searching for loved ones. Hospitals are overwhelmed, and almost immediately, doctors and nurses are working non-stop, treating burns, fractures, and traumatic injuries. Rescue teams arrive from neighboring cities, but the disaster is far from over. because another ship is now in danger. Less than a mile away, a second vessel sits burning, the SS High Flyer, and it is carrying hundreds of tons of ammonium nitrate of its own. Crews desperately try to save it. Tugboats attempt to move the vessel, but the damage is already done. Throughout the day, the fire continues spreading. Just after midnight, the High Flyer explodes, creating another devastating blast. What remains of the harbor is hit once again, and the destruction spreads even further. Investigators now face a difficult question. How did fertilizer become a bomb? The answer lies in heat, pressure, and confinement. Ammonium nitrate is normally stable, but under extreme temperatures, it can rapidly decompose, releasing enormous amounts of energy. Inside the sealed cargo hold of the Grand Camp, those conditions were created unintentionally. The attempt to save the cargo may have helped create the disaster. When the fires finally burned out, the scale of the catastrophe became clear. Nearly 600 people died, thousands more were injured, and large sections of Texas City have been destroyed. At the time, it is the deadliest industrial accident in American history. Investigations lead to major changes in how hazardous cargo is stored, transported, and labeled. Lessons written in blood that continue to influence safety regulations today. What began as a small fire aboard a cargo ship became one of the most destructive peacetime disasters America has ever experienced. And a reminder that sometimes the most dangerous things in the world don't look dangerous at all.